Once upon a time, in a small village nestled at the foot of a towering mountain, lived a young boy named Adam. Adam had always dreamed of becoming a great mountaineer, and he spent his days practicing climbing the hills and small rocks near his home. But there was something that held Adam back, something that gnawed at the edges of his dreams, the fear of failure. He was afraid that if he attempted to climb the great mountain that loomed over his village, he might fail and his dream would crumble into dust. This fear was like a heavy stone that weighed him down, preventing him from taking the first step towards his dream. One sunny morning, as Adam was sitting by the river, feeling the weight of his fear, an old man approached him. The old man had a kind smile and eyes that sparkled with wisdom. He sat down next to Adam and asked, "What troubles you, young one?" Adam hesitated for a moment but then poured out his heart to the old man. He explained his dream of becoming a great mountaineer and his overwhelming fear of failure. The old man listened carefully and then spoke. "My boy, I understand your fear, but let me share a story with you. Once there was a young eagle that was afraid to fly. It was comfortable in its nest and feared the unknown skies. But one day, its mother pushed it out of the nest and it fell. The young eagle flapped its wing in terror, but to its surprise, it started to soar. It had the power to fly all along. It just needed to overcome its fear." Adam thought about the story and realized that he was like the young eagle. He had the potential to achieve his dream, but he was letting fear hold him back. The old man continued, "Adam, every great mountaineer you admired started with the first step, just like you have to. They faced countless challenges and setbacks, but they did not let the fear of failure stop them. They used it as fuel to push themselves higher and farther." Adam felt inspired by the old man's word. He decided that he would no longer let his fear control him. He would take that first step towards his dream, no matter how daunting it seemed. The next day, Adam gathered his gear and set off to climb the great mountain. It was a challenging journey, filled with obstacles and mountain and moments of doubt. But Adam pressed on. He fell, stumbled, and sometimes even cried, but he never gave up. After weeks of relentless effort, Adam finally reached the summit of the mountain. As he stood at the peak, the feeling of accomplishment washed over him. The fear of failure that had once held him back was now a distant memory. From that day forward, Adam became a legendary mountaineer, inspiring others with his story of overcoming the fear of failure. He knew that the only real failure in life was not trying at all. Adam's journey taught everyone in the village that it's okay to be afraid, but it's even more important to be brave and take that first step toward your dream. And so, the fear of failure that once haunted Adam's dream became the source of his greatest motivation, driving him to achieve heights he had never imagined possible. Adam's story served as a reminder that with determination, courage, and a willingness to face one's fears, anyone can conquer the mountains in their life and reach their highest aspirations.